Yo, 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 yo. What's poppin', twin? What's good with you? Yeah, your boy's back in the building. It's been a minute. Let go. Long time no see. Long time no see. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's happening? What's happening? Hey man, shout out to everybody, man. What's good with y'all? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey man, we chillin'. We chillin'. Okay, I see a new update. So JC, I see you on the computer. Dez, I can see you on the phone watching from shorts. No, well, I can tell who's watching long form, short form. Real talk, what's good, my guy? Hey, Twine, hey, man. Hey, man. We just shooting the breeze, fam. CJ, my guy, I see you over there on IG, man. I hope all is well, fam. Garland, my guy, too strong, what's good? Ali, what's good? I can't call it, man. I can't call it. I can't call it. I can't call it. You know what? I only want to hear the whole countdown tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, yo. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Y'all can see I'm sitting here chilling. I got the lights off. It's just real chill. It's just a real chill situation. It's just a real chill situation, man. I was, man, but I'm gonna let him chill, man. Hey, what's going on with y'all, yo? What's poppin'? The game is going on right now. Hey, he heading over to YouTube. Okay. Okay, left. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just want to shoot the breeze, man. We scheduled to be back on Monday. Monday is the 1st. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. I'm enjoying the break. I'm gonna turn the light on. Matter of fact, wait. I'm gonna turn the light on. All right. We can leave it like that. I'm enjoying the break, man. I ain't even gonna tell y'all no lie. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. It has been very refreshing. It has been very refreshing. Very refreshing. Very refreshing, man. But I can't lie. I miss y'all. Some of y'all. I miss some of y'all. I miss everybody. I miss my people. I miss all of my supporters. I don't say I have fans. I think that's weird. I don't think I'm that important. I miss the community, you know. I miss the community. Some of us are like family. You know, we've built real close relationships. That's one of the things I love about this space. Man. It can be what you make it and what you allow it to be. And it's one of the dopest things, man. Bro, what I know about the swag, come on, man. I'm a band head, bro. Unfortunately, I went to a PWI, but that's because my mama wouldn't let me go to T. She was like, nah, but all of my boys, man, some of my homegirls, man, Swag, Miak, Jims, what's popping with you? Yeah, man. So Swag, Miak, you know, I love the swag though. I love the sound of the swag. But yeah, man, I'm chilling. As JC said, it's just flow state, fam. Just flow state. And so I'm just really kind of hopping on. I was sitting here, I was looking over some fragrances, looking at some stuff, looking at stuff for tomorrow, stuff for the weekend. I've been busy. Like when I say busy, busy. I had an interview today. And so which went well. I did wear and it's been hot. I did wear that hammam, like I said in my video. All right. So Regalian. I got a couple of samples, but I need to just go ahead and get the whole discovery set so we can go through it. Definitely this and dim. I'm waiting on a bottle of dim. But fire, beautiful, soapy, lemongrass, eucalyptus. So it's not just your basic, you know what I'm saying, soapy style fragrance, but fresh, spicy, super aromatic. Definitely a niche take on soap. I think a lot of times we buy fragrances or we tap into fragrances, and sometimes we think the stories are overhyped. But honestly, sometimes it just makes sense. If you know anything about a Turkish hammam, that's what this is, you know? So this actually had me wanting to go to Turkey. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yo, I want to go to one of the Turkish bathhouses or whatever, to experience that. This smells really good, but I go back and forth with this. And this right here. And not to say these are the same things, but they kind of put you in the same space. So with the Roja Intense, and it gives you that grassy feel, and then the hammam, but this is soapy. So if you don't like soapy fragrances, go this route. If you want soapy fragrances, but still with some of that grassy feel, go that route right there. But yeah, even though we have taken a break from live, we've put out content pretty much every single day. You guys see, actually, this month was way better than last month. Last month April was terrible statistically. It sucked. So yeah, after hour show. Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Flow State. I forgot you can do gifts and stuff on YouTube now. Yeah, man. Larry, what's good, my guy? Dark Vader mode activated. I don't know, yo, like, bro, I got, honestly, there are a lot of things I could do with this. I could just roll like that right there. Percy, what's good, my guy? Costa Blanca Must Premier Perfumes. Okay. About to take the ratings from the playoffs. Nah, I'm watching the game, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see Shea flopping. So I don't want to see, and I feel like the NBA needs this to go 7. So I feel like the Spurs are gonna pull it out unless the Thunder come out and give us because it's halftime now, right? If I'm not mistaken, unless they come out and give us a Golden State Warriors third quarter. Nah, I'm gonna turn the light back on. I can't take it. If they come out and give us a Golden State Warriors third quarter, then yeah, it is what it is. KB, what's good with you? Spectrum Chill. Okay, bet. Okay. D-Web, what's good, my guy? Day 3 Alien. Okay. Patchouli 01 or Incense 01. That's tough, man. That's tough. If you want mass appeal, so those who may not know, you got Swiss Arabian. This is Patchouli 01. I don't know why I feel like I'm way over here. All right. This is the hype one. This is the hype beast. Deservedly so. And then you got Incense 01, which I actually still love. This is good too. Personally, I'm gonna tell you the sleeper. Tobacco 01 is a sleeper, but I would, between the two, I would choose Patchouli 01. Do I miss some chicken right now, brother? I do. Kurt, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, all right. Island Dreams. Oh, Casimir Mephisto is so, yo, I've really been going back and forth. I went through my sample of Mephisto recently, and I've really been considering copping a bottle. Aiden, your mama zesty. What YSL should you get? You should get any of the myselfs. Sir Gary, what's good? Jungle Vibe is fire. Probably, I don't have it in front of me. Probably one of my more favorite fragrances. Jungle Vibe is definitely fire. That and Tropical Vibe though. I'm shocked that Tropical Vibe, Jungle Vibe is around here somewhere. I'm shocked that this doesn't get as much hype though, considering how dope Summer Hammer is. I'm really shocked that this does not come up in more conversations. Now, for me personally, King of Kings Private Blend Chapter 1 is the best version of Summer Hammer out there, but it's hard to get your hands on and it's crazy expensive when you can get it, specifically from Airlaw Luxe. But the next best thing that you can easily get for the right price, Tropical Vibe. I'm surprised it don't get more love. Magnetic. Yeah, man, you can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. If you had to start, bench, or cut Daniel Renee, Gent Sense, or Neeb, what are we basing that on? Like on what? Like what am I doing? That's the question. What am I doing? What am I starting, benching, or cutting them for? Because Daniel is going to go viral because he's gonna say something controversial. Gents is going to stay middle of the road. Daniel and Neeb are where you're going to get your hard swings, either left or right. So you're gonna be red pill, blue pill. Gents is purple pill. Yeah, I appreciate that, Larry. Simone, what's good with you? Parfums de Marley Athenas. What is that? I've never seen that. Parfums de Marley Athenas. Oh, wait a minute. Did you say PDM or PDC? No, you said PDM. Okay. Parfums de Marley Athenas. That's a fragrance. Oh, that's what that is. This is the joint that came out this year. Okay. How is it? White florals. Ooh, orange blossom. Yuzu neroli. Ooh, this sounds nice. How is it though? Is it a clone? Now, neroli, yuzu, orange blossom, jasmine. Does it smell old? Yeah, we got that Waha. B-Frag, what's good? Where do you go to get a decant of that niche fragrance? Which one are you talking about? If you're talking about Regalian, you can go to Max Aroma, You can go to Maxarone. Any of those scent split is typically so. Pretty much the majority of all, unless you get it directly from the vendor, scent split is pretty much where I get a lot of my samples of decants from. So I'm gonna drop it in the chat right here for anybody that asks. And let me go ahead and jump to the bottom. Simone said I'm moving up in the world. Mr. Popular said I got a thing that's from I got a thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to Saks is still open. So I'm gonna have to go by Saks and get my nose on it. Mr. Clark, what's good with you? Escondalo, bet. Picked up 9 p.m. night out and my girl won't let me leave the house. Hey, it's one of those. It's one of those. You heard of that Riffs, Volis? I got it from Frag Flex. Riffs. I feel like I've seen the bottle. I feel like I've seen the bottle, but hold on. Is it a picture? What is it? Like, what is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be Angel Share on the rocks? I'm looking at Reddit. People saying it's better than Obsidian. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Can I be respectfully disrespectful for a second? Riffs is inconsistent. Riffs is inconsistent. I'm gonna tell you why Riffs is inconsistent. This fragrance right here, I was in the hair store. They got a fragrance, this fragrance right here. I don't trust Riffs. They're inconsistent. When they hit, they hit. This fragrance right here. Hold on, let me share the screen. Can y'all see that? All right, can y'all see that? This is Riff Taif. And if you think I'm lying, look. You can see I was in the hair store. This is their play on Ingenious Ginger. Now, it is citrus forward and the dry down smells amazing, but those first couple of minutes is nasty. I literally was like, I don't want no parts. It's something about the musk is super animalic. It ain't mixing, fam. And then they threw tuberose in there. I don't. It ain't right though. Those first couple of minutes, it ain't right. It ain't right. When I tell you it ain't right, it ain't right. So I don't trust for you to say where that bottle at. I don't even have it over here. It might be over there. I'm looking at one bottle because I got 2 bottles of Obsidian. I thought I had one right here beside me. You can't pay me to say that Joan is better than that though. That is a 10. I wish I had it. That is a 10. Where's the other bottle? I got too much going on. That is a 10. So I don't trust Riffs. I don't know if I trust it enough to spend that money from Frag Flex. Let me go to the bottom. You get mint? I don't get a lot of mint. I don't get a lot of mint. Yeah, what's good, Kev? Yeah, the dry down, like I said, it's more citrus forward. Now the bottle had me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The bottle, y'all know I'm a bottle whore. The bottle almost had me. It is definitely more citrus forward. It leans heavily on that that lemon and that bergamot. But that opening is nasty, and y'all know how I am. Facts, Will. Facts. They ain't no way. Okay. Now, Mr. Popular, I'm gonna call you PB. Fragrance is subjective. I hear you. I'm not mad at it, but I promise you, if I cop it and it gives that, and it does what some of these companies do with that opening, it does that weird twang, I'm gonna get you. Okay. So Sir Gary says, I agree with you. It's been more negative than positive. I'm trying to figure out what people wanted to do. I haven't opened it yet. So Sir Gary was responding to B Frag. Joel, my guy, what's good with you? Jock Faith Verlisude. I'll be starting soon with fractional coconut. Okay. Okay. It's different than regular coconut. Okay. Bet. Do you take a fragrance break due to spending your own money, or Twan, that's another question. What do you mean? Do you take a fragrance break due to spending your own money or getting bottles sent to you? What, taking a break from what? I haven't taken a break from creating content. Dior Vanilla Diorama? Oh, the same thing with the tobacco lore. I don't really care for it. It's spicy vanilla. Appreciate the subscribe, Kang Gang. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the dry down is cool, but it's a little bit too spicy for me. I don't know why your name is A Diddy, but yeah. Griff, what's good with you? The Rock, it's The Rock in the building. Coco Loco with Rev De Noir, but yeah. Yeah, negative on the clone. Okay. All right. And yes, whoever asked about Patchouli 01, it is fresh. All right, let me run a disclaimer real quick. And then I'm going to jump into a couple of things, and then we're going to get on up out of here. All right, let go. The views and the opinions expressed in this program are those of my own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities I represent or collaborate with. I love fragrance. There will be no clone slander, designer slander, or niche slander. Like what you like, love what you love. Most importantly, don't take my word for it. Get your own nose on it. They gonna trip when they hear this. This guy. Nah, it ain't Jada. It's Fat Boy, but you can call me Walt. Walt J. Hey, let's cut up for a little bit. Here we go. That boy crazy. Call me Mr. Elixir. My nose is something sinister. I'm stone cold like a tombstone. I'm a finisher. Finisher. A fragrance that a finisher. Preaching about these oils like they holy. I'm a minister. Trying to set the record straight. Curve is the real king. Still got love for Grease. Savage make them girls scream. Can't forget that 1 million got me feeling real lucky. Call me Fat Boy, but don't test me. It can get ugly. I'm trying to find a new cologne. I don't really know where to go. That boy out here singing, boy. Crazy work. Hey, get him again, Fat Boy. I'm a real fragrance reviewer, from niche to designers. You can never clone Fat Boy. I know that's right. I'm rocking with the Czar and my homegirls, the oil lady. Paris, Milan, a little tougher than my other ladies. Renaissance man, though I never been to Harlem. Love a New York night like a crook, love a bond man. Belling out the game, but don't call me a savior. Casting out these phonies, call me a demon slayer. In the words of my brother Dedrick Hicks, positive vibes only. All right, let's go. Quick question, JC, best Yum and Leo for the summer. You know what I'm gonna say? Their impression of Lamar, which is Talab. They got a good Virgin Island water. They have a good imagination. They got a good Isola Blue. Yeah, but to me, yeah. Derek T, Star Chaser with Sacred Bond. Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
That's the slipper.
I hear you. Is Patchouli 01 fresh? It has some freshness to it. It's not overly fresh, but it definitely has some fresh to it. Musk 01, definitely kind of like that Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, just a little bit creamier. To me, unisex, great for spring, summer. But it leans, I'm gonna tell you honestly, it kind of comes off like a young tuberose. It comes off like a young tuberose. It definitely does. Let's look at the game real quick. Third quarter. Oh, it just started. All right, yo, couple of things. Let's go ahead and get the obvious out the way. Boy, some of y'all is woo, you talking about. I thought liquid broom was controversial when it dropped. My God, boy. You've seen my video by now. IG, YouTube short, long form video. Shout out to everybody that's watching on IG as well. Let's cut to the chase. Number one, if you didn't like Camera, respectfully, this is gonna be a weird conversation for you. It's gonna be a weird conversation for you. So if you're not a fan of Latifah, if you want on the Camera hype train, I'd sit this one out. Now do what you do. I'm not saying you don't have a right to your opinion. I'd sit this one out. Number two, some of y'all just want something to be mad at. Of course, the first thing everybody say is, oh, creators got paid. Like, this actually was one of the first few releases. Not a lot of people got PR on this. This was one of the first times Latifah made people pay for this. Now, a couple of people got a chance to get their hands on it, but it was very few. I'm talking about big dogs had to spend their money. So that's that. Number three, I wore this literally for 4 days straight. I have not decanted it. And the dent will continue to get bigger because I like it. I love it. It's good. It smells good. Let's make fragrance smell good again. How about that? Let's turn that into a hat. Make fragrance great again. Make it simple again. You know. People get uptight because they see everybody talking about the same thing at the same time. It happened. Everybody's talking about Nemesis right now, or the crash. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that super chat, bro. If when the new DJI Pocket 4 Pro drops, when Canon drops their version, when everybody drops their version of the camera, everybody's gonna talk about it. When Apple has their event in the fall or summertime, everybody's gonna talk about it. When the new J's drop, everybody's gonna talk about it. Some of y'all are slow, respectfully. Unfortunately, we are now in the world where everybody is in the same classroom at the same time. And some of y'all say some crazy stuff. And I be like, okay. Oh, I have enjoyed my vacation. Just chilling. There's no cucumber in here. Fragrance is subjective. I can see how some people may say they get cucumber. I don't get it. There very well could be cucumber in here. And you may be one of the select few people in the universe that has a body chemistry that makes this smell like cucumber. This does not smell like cucumber to me. I get more of a grapefruit style of approach. Not that bright, zesty, like sharp grapefruit, but more of that dried down. I talked about, and let it be known, I was the first person that said it. So if you hear somebody say it, they're repeating it. I said it first. VT, Ali, and Dez can vouch for me. Everybody wanted to compare this to Nautica Voyage or What's the other joint from Killian? Mint, ginger, whatever. I don't get that either, because I don't get a lot of ginger in this. I get, when I first sprayed this, I hit FaceTime. I say, yo, tell me this does not smell like the grapefruit you get in Symphony. That was like for the first couple of minutes. It immediately started changing. And I was like, wait a minute, it's On the Rocks. You take that On the Rocks, the heart of On the Rocks, you make it super fresh, add those ozonic notes as they claim to it, and then you bring the sweetness in from the original and dial it back a little bit, and you get this. Now, here's the reality of it. Let's stop being so particular and trying to point out things. Throw all of that to the side. Is Camera in like, it's a version of Camera for the warm weather? What more could you ask for? Somebody, I can't remember who it is, but one of y'all was doing a bangers for summer fragrance list, and they did, what is it, Honor and Glory, the Bade Al Oud, the white bottle, which is like the pineapple souffle, whatnot, super syrupy sweet. Me personally, I don't like super heavy, thick, sweet fragrances in high heat. It's cloying. I'm like, yo, you would wear that in the summertime? More power to you. Where would you want to? I just, especially as a big guy, I personally don't want to do that. Is there a rule to wearing fragrances? No, it's subjective. You do what you want to do. Just as for me and my house, because it's hot outside, I'm gonna probably be sweating. I want to stay on the fresher side of things. So you can wear whatever you want to. If you want to wear oud in the middle of the summer, I wouldn't recommend it, but do you? I would just say, hey, dial back on the sprays, because heat is going to activate things and it's going to make things smell a lot more stronger or potentially more pungent than they are. So again, I know people who wear Camera all year round. They wear it in high heat and it smells good. I just be like, I don't want that sticky feeling on my skin because it does wear like that. It's just great for the spring and the summertime. It's as simple as that. It is a true flanker. It is not something so totally different. I stand by what I said on Fragrantica. This will win Fragrance of the Year. Not because it's the best fragrance of 2026, because it's Fragrantica. If Liquid Brune won the past 2 years, well, past year, what won this past year? I don't feel like pulling it up. This is Lattafa. This will win Fragrance of the Year. The original Camera did it. That will do it too. I said what I said. Let me get to the super chats real quick. Oh, appreciate that, Ali. Appreciate it, Des. Yeah. I'm like, hey, bro, now people are saying they get the cucumber. I don't smell cucumber. Personally, I don't get cucumber. That's not a hot take. I don't get cucumber. I do not get cucumber. But I don't care what you get. Does it smell good? Yes. It smells good. It smells good. Bro, I gotta find the video. Somebody legit was like, that's one of their top summer bangers. I was like, maybe they layer it with something. 12 hours, fam. Yeah, I wore a thick oud saffron one summer. They started sweating. Bro, I tell people, you do what you want to do. I'm not going to police what you decide to wear. I just made a whole video the other day about policing. You do what you want to do. Me personally, I just wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, he tweaked it. It wasn't him though, but I have heard him say that before. What fragrances give you a headache? There are certain roses. I want to say it's a Damascus rose. Turkish rose, depending on how it done, can give me a headache, but Damascus rose, but anything that's cheap. And when I say cheap, I'm talking about you walk in Ross or Marshalls and the open bottles, TJ Maxx, the open bottles, anything that's cheap like that, headache inducing. Headache inducing. Too strong. The opening is the best. It's so perfect. I honestly didn't like to dry down, but after a few more words, I'm loving it. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. This might be OD, but one of the days I wore it, I got an oil. I got an oil called Jamaican fruit. I got a Jamaican fruit oil that I put on. I put this on with it. And then I came over top with this right here. Disrespectful. Another day. I haven't even gotten my wares in with this. Another day and I feel like one of the boys said this. I got home. I don't know if VT said this or somebody else said this. So we cracked that. And then whoever said it, I just walked in the house and was like, let me hit it with some of that player. It just works. It just works, man. It just works. My fragrance taste evolved so much because I enjoy Honor and Glory. And 3 years later, I can't stand it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But, oh, Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I don't get Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. So I don't understand. Fragrance doesn't have to be controversial. I know controversy sells and we're in the content business, but it don't have to be controversial. Sometimes it can just be, yo, it's good. But some of y'all are mad at the fact that people like things. And it is the weirdest thing to me. It's 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 the weirdest. It's the weirdest. When I say, I don't understand, how miserable do you have to be mad that people like stuff? Like, make it make sense. Cause I can't make that make sense. I don't understand it. If it's like, good is relative. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it. Cause I've been enjoying my vacation. I don't like calling people slow, but I will question your intelligence. And not because I think I'm God's gift. Yeah, composer, I would. Sherrod is an unnecessary hate. I don't think I'm God's gift. I honestly, if y'all knew me like you, I promise you. For all of my people, I say this nicely. If you don't like something, the things that I don't like, people be like, why do content creators always talk about the things that they like? Do you hear what you just asked? Why do I want to spend all of my time talking about the things that I don't like? You know why most of the things I do end up liking? Because I spent my money on them. You know why? Because I probably sampled it first and I ended up getting a full bottle. And I talked about the bottle because when we do sample videos, some of y'all don't really respect that. I don't know why. Y'all want to see the bottle. There are people out here that don't respect people for sampling fragrances. Dumbest thing I ever heard of, but oh well. Like, oh, you have to have the full presentation. Okay, that sounds like crack behavior to me. So if I'm gonna spend my money on it, 9 times out of 10, I've already sampled it of some sort. Oh, I'm copping that. So I like it. You know, typically the things that I don't like that y'all hear me give a negative opinion on. Respectfully. This ain't it. And if you know me, I love cherry. What is y'all? If you know me, I'm obsessed with cherry. I love cherry. You know, I live and die on that French Defense Hill. When I saw the notes in this, shout out, you know, ain't gonna call his name, but my boy got it. He was excited. Boom. The way he described it, I was like, let's go. I sprayed it. I said, no. No. This is what I did right here.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Oh my God.
But let me give you game for everybody that want to be a content creator. Let me help you with something. Because a lot of people got this fragrance by way of Fragripedia. A lot of people got this fragrance. And I'm not saying that anybody who got it and they like it, I'm not saying they lied, because they very well might like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it's blended. I don't like the way it's done. I did order a sample from Scent Split. I'm waiting for it to come in because I'm like, maybe I got a bad batch. I don't know. I'm looking at the note. This don't smell nothing like what the notes say. So I'm kind of disappointed because I was excited looking at the note breakdown. I don't like it. And I got in my video because I have a responsibility. Some of y'all gonna learn, you're gonna learn why people lie, and you're gonna learn why people don't have to lie. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. I keep telling y'all, being a content creator is an act of service. So being in this space, y'all say y'all want PR, but you don't want the weight that comes with that. I am loyal to you all. You are my community. When I talk to a brand, I talk to the brand with your interest in mind. Honest to God. When I talk to brands, I talk to the brand with your interest in mind. I'm always saying, send me something extra. Send me something I can give away. How can we benefit the community? That's my angle, because I don't create content for myself. I've told y'all that from day one. For the past couple of years we're doing this, I don't create content for myself. I create content for y'all. So y'all like cheap, budget friendly fragrances. So guess what? The majority of my content is going to be geared towards cheap, budget friendly fragrances. Guess what I spend the majority of my money on? Niche, middle to expensive fragrances. Guess what I drop in from time to time? Niche fragrances. Somebody commented the other day, and this is why I love the community, because I didn't even have to say anything. I posted something and somebody commented and they was like, yeah, but you don't know anything about niche. You the clone guy. I ain't even have to say nothing. Before I knew it, they deleted the comment. People would be like, I'd be like, I didn't touch the comment. Somebody got them and they realized how stupid they sounded. I think it was Carlin. It might've been Carlin. Shout out to Carlin. I didn't have to do anything. And that's one of the things that even I'm learning is, yo, I say this to everybody. You have nothing to prove. You do not have to defend yourself. When God says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, that's on all levels. So he will put people around you to validate you, vindicate you. You're going to deal with the BS because it comes with the territory. But we had a whole conversation about dealing with criticism, critique, all those different things and negativity. And I tell y'all, it's easier said than done. It comes with the territory. So you just let people talk. You just let people talk. Because what I've realized is that some of you are miserable. Miserable. I mean, miserable. It's one thing to have an opinion. some of y'all are miserable. And I'm not saying that, you know, because I forgot, was it LeBron? This is before he won a title, or maybe after he won a title, and he was talking about how people got to go back to their jobs on Monday. I understood what he was saying. Because just because people have an opinion and they have internet access, it means they're entitled to just say whatever they want to say. And you know what? They are. But it don't mean I got to respond. It don't mean I got to acknowledge you. And it don't mean I got to give you any time. I just laugh. And I think it's hilarious. But I can speak to this is not it. I don't like it. This is not for me. But I still have a responsibility to protect my relationship with the brand. So I'm not going to sit here, have conversations privately to be like, I hate this. And then get on camera and be like, this is the best cherry fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. I'm not going to do that. No. Respectfully, hey, y'all. Exclusive, Scent Split, Scent Lahia, we've been rocking together. Woody Lang, amazing. I love it. I thought this was going to be crazy. This ain't it. Could be me, could be them. It's not me. And the word, what does Jim's always say? Don't take my word for it. Get your own nose on it. Why? Because at the end of the day, it's scented water. It's simple. I keep telling you, don't have to lie. You don't have to lie. That's why I'm very particular. There are a couple of brands that reached out to me. I had to block them. Don't send me another email. Don't send me another partnership. No, I refuse. First of all, I'm not gonna say that. I don't like your stuff. I've smelt it before. It's cool, but I don't like it. My audience is a little bit that's third grader stuff. That's no disrespect to TikTok. That's pilfer that over there. I'm not saying that to anybody that's on TikTok. Hear me what I'm saying. I'm not talking about content creators. I'm talking about the random people that you see promoting fragrances that you be like, huh? They're always first. Anytime you see them talking about something, they could be talking about a Bella Vita fragrance. And it'd be a random person that's not really a fragrance reviewer, but they will have like 1 million views and they would have sold like 100,000 bottles. I'd be like, who are these people? But they kind of talk about everything. They got one of those different type of channels. They just review everything. That's where that belongs. We not talking about that over here. We're not doing it. I'm not doing that. No, I won't. I don't want the money. I don't want none of it. I'm cool. I'm straight. So there's a way to not sell your soul. Be true to yourself. Some people gonna swear you sold your soul regardless. Stay true to yourself. Go on vacation. Go put your feet in the water. Go get you a margarita or something. Leave the country. Go to another island. Do something. Go outside. Touch grass. It's all right. It's all right. Because there are some people out here that are miserable. I don't know if she's watching. Shout out to Shea Butter. Shea Butter is like my therapist. Shea Butter is like my therapist. I was about to crash out the other day. And I mean, I would have had every right. I was about to crash out. I said, nah, it ain't worth it. You know why? Because they're miserable. I had 3 people that was like, who was that? I can't say what I want to say because some of y'all are going to hear it as, oh, Walt think he, no. I don't. I didn't say it. That's what they said. Stop letting people who are beneath you get to you. I didn't say that. And people don't understand how to take that because it sounds like you're talking down to people or you're disrespect. No, that's in life. The Bible even says, stop entertaining foolish conversations. No, I don't think I'm better than you, but what are you talking about? I want to have I have conversations with everybody. My platform is open. I've invited numerous people to the platform to have conversations. They ain't coming up here because they don't want that smoke. Because they don't want to be held accountable for the crazy stuff that they say. I have no problem being wrong. I have no problem being challenged. We can talk. And you can convince me, or we can agree to disagree, this, that, and the third. But most people don't want to do that. And y'all have heard me. I've been consistent in saying this. You've never seen the giraffe break his neck to have a conversation with the ant. You're never going to see it. If the ant wants to have a conversation with the giraffe, the ant is going to have to do what? Come up to the giraffe's level. Does that mean that the giraffe is better than the ant? No, because if truth be told, that ant might be more valuable to the ecosystem than the giraffe. If we talk about the circle of life, if you understand what ants do. So that ant, just because it's smaller, just because it's ground level, doesn't mean that it's less important. But it does not have the same viewpoint that the giraffe does. That giraffe can see things that the ant can't see. But guess what? That ant can see things that the giraffe can't see. So both are necessary. But if we're going to have a conversation, we can't have it up here. We can't have it down here. We have to find a way to meet. And sometimes meeting means I have to humble myself to hear you. And sometimes you got to elevate yourself to hear me so we can meet in the middle. If Fragcom understood that, this would be a better place, but that's in a perfect world. So, what am I talking about? But I was going to crash out and I said, it ain't worth it. So I put a note on IG and I said, dudes be acting like females. Simone, don't get mad. Don't get mad because you understand what I'm saying when I say that. So I know all women don't act like that. But ultimately, men are way too emotional. We love to say women are catty and women are petty. Men are some of the most emotional creatures on this planet. You just got to hit the right nerve. You just got to hit the right nerve. Hair Depot Charleston. You need to pull up on Hair Depot Charleston. We've got the biggest variety. Say less. Say less, Hair Depot Charleston. I see you on IG. Charleston is a crazy trip though, so you might have to make that worthwhile. You might have to make that worthwhile. I ain't even know Charleston had a depot, but we definitely gonna pull up. Yo, y'all got it. Y'all selection is bigger than Orangeburg. Because Orangeburg got a crazy selection. But nonetheless, y'all, we too emotional. It ain't that deep, bro. We talking about scented water and oil at best. I know I'm not paying attention to the chat, so it's okay. But some of y'all funny. Some of y'all funny. And I'm going to address this one time because this is my show. This is my platform. If you post something on IG, if you post anything, you open yourself up to whatever comes with that. You open yourself, good, bad, or indifferent. You open, if you post a picture and you think you fly and people clown you, they might be wrong, but you open yourself up to that. That's why a lot of people, they want to be comment trolls because they don't have the guts to get up here and be vulnerable. Something wrong with your tooth, something wrong with your hairline, your face. And sometimes that can be an insecurity thing and it can be justified. No, sometimes it's just, be a Twitter thug. It's okay. If you post something asking people their opinion and then people give their opinion, you can't get upset with the opinion that people give and then accuse them of being emotional. No, you are emotional. And how I know you're emotional, because then you go make another post about being emotional because of you say people being emotional and then you block people. I'm so tired of passive aggressive men. I don't like passive aggressive people, but passive aggressive men bother me. This is why I always said, and I'm staying away from drama. This is why I always said, who are y'all talking about? Just call them by name. Stephen A. Smith is beefing with Nick Wright right now. Now, I like Stephen A. Stephen A. be acting like a clown sometimes and be saying some asinine behavior. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish people always talk junk about Stephen A. because they be like, why doesn't Stephen A. keep the same energy for white athletes that he does as black athletes? And I'm like, you're correct. But I also have a question. Why don't the black athletes keep the same energy for the white commentators? I'm like, y'all, do y'all not see the revolving door here? We're at each other's throats. LeBron James has never come out his mouth to say anything to Skip Bayless. Nothing. He would never step to Skip Bayless's face like he did Stephen A. I don't care if it's Bronny. I don't care if he says something about his mama. I do not care. Never. The Jaylen Brown situation. Jay Williams, Michael Wilbon, Mike Greenberg. They did a whole, out of the 2 hours that Get Up was on, they spent an hour talking about Jaylen Brown's comments. Stephen A. didn't say a word until 10 o'clock a.m. Jay and Perk commented before Stephen A. did. But who did Jaylen have a problem with? Stephen A. See, heavy is, feel how you want to feel about Stephen A. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Now, he has to be careful because this is what I'm talking about. If it was me, he can't right now because it's the NBA Finals. He needs to step away. He needs to take a break. This politics stuff, you're not sharp. Because now you beefing with a clown like Nick Wright. Are we serious? Of all people, Nick Wright. You can't pay me to listen to Nick Wright. As much as I like First Things First and I like Chris Broussard and I like Wiles, I hate listening to anything Nick Wright has to say. I hate listening to Nick Wright as much as I hate listening to Mike Tannenbaum give advice about being an NFL general manager. There's a reason you're not a general manager anymore. Mike T gives the absolute worst takes in history. Him and Nick Wright to me is on the same level. And watching Nick Wright's show is even worse. I'd rather listen to Brandon Jennings, Swaggy P, and Rashad McCants go at it for 3 hours. I'd rather do that. And Josiah sitting there looking crazy. I'd rather do that. And Gil do a word salad on his platform. So you can't take the bait. I feel like Stephen A., when you start doing too much, you're not as sharp and you take the bait. And things that normally wouldn't get to you, they get to you. Because, again, what Jaylen Brown said, he didn't necessarily provide enough context to. So everybody and their mama thought the same thing. That's what the media does. The difference now is that players have their own platforms where they can speak to that and correct their own narrative. So again, this is why I encourage people. Don't be a gangster in somebody else's comment section. You have your own platform. or you have your own space on somebody else's platform. Get on this microphone, get on this camera, and speak your mind. Say what you gotta say, and don't subtweet people, Stephen A. Don't everybody know you're talking about Nick Wright, and you say one of my not say colleagues, my contemporaries. No, y'all be talking junk about Kyle, Cuba, Neeb, Steven, all of these people, Daniel, Gents. You'll say every FBF, Noel, Flan, Noel. You'll say everything, but won't call their name. Y'all some of the most subtweeting people I've seen in my life. At least you can say over here, it's like, nah, we can call you by name. Now I try to leave people be at this point. We don't try to talk about folks anymore. But I at least be like, nah, if you're gonna talk about somebody, say their name so we know exactly who they're talking to. I don't like when content creator, who you talking about? Who did that? If your child came to you and said, mama, daddy, somebody, who did it? What's their name? So if it means that much to you to voice your concern or your opinion about it, say their name. Come on, Destiny's Child. Say their name. That's my thing. That's my thing. Rashad low-key be cooking. Hey, so Dutch, this is what I'm thinking. And I put this on Threads. I don't know how this is going to work because of something Gil said before based on his contract with Underdog. And once his contract is up, there's language in the contract where Underdog is not allowed to use the crew. But I'm assuming they're not allowed to use the crew in its current form. So this is what I'm thinking is going to happen. This whole show has been about one person. It has been about one person. Hate him or love him. Who is the most controversial person on Gil's arena or on the arena? Rashad McCants. Rashad is the ratings. And what people don't, again, I keep telling y'all, we all in the same class. People not smart. If you don't like something, this is why the Cowboys haven't won in 2 decades. Because Jerry Jones said, I don't care about winning. We always in the headlines. So y'all keep talking about us. People will get on a post and talk junk and express their disdain and think it's hurting the person. All you're doing is driving up the engagement. So you know what I love when people come on my post and say something stupid? I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something to keep you talking, because the more you comment and post, the more the engagement goes up. The more the engagement goes up, the more the platform says other people should see this. And we backwards. If you ever want to kill a person's platform, stop engaging with them. There are people who will literally get on your video, get on your post. They'd be like, this was stupid. So why did you comment? Because you thought you was gonna hurt my feelings by expressing your opinion. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I think Rashad and Skip are going, I think they're gonna have a show together, and it's going to be an Underdog sponsor show. It didn't make sense to me until Shad went on the football show. And I'm like, now I see it. Skip being on the basketball show made sense. People talking about he was there to replace Gil. I'm like, nah, ratings. It makes sense to bring Skip as a hot topic, especially Stephen A. Like Skip was just on First Take, something we thought we would never see again. Ratings. First Take's ratings were taking a dive. You need something to bring things back to life. And the fact that they said, we ain't really trying to bring Shannon back. Okay, we need Skip. But when Shad goes on the football show, it's like, oh, you're trying to broaden your horizons. And here's the crazy part. That would be a great show. It would be a great show. Hate it or love them. What did I say? Controversy sells. Controversy sells. Gil just sold his share. I've heard they have 3 or 4 shows with Skip and Rashad. You see how Gil always battle with Rashad because of that. Yeah, and the thing is, Shad and Gil, there's no hate there. People try to create hate. There's no hate there. There's no hate there. Potential hot take. Could it be that he sold off the name to protect the IP while he had his legal trouble with the poker games? Perhaps. Technobility, I think that's part of it. But I also think it was like that from Jump Street. I think the gambling issues were like, you know what? Let me take a back seat and then let me do some other things. But based on what he said, he owns Gil's Arena, the channel. So everything under Gil, Stay Fresh Gil, or whatever, his production company, they had the partnership with, see, Gil ain't stupid. They had the partnership with the production company. But the partnership is not necessarily with Gil himself. So he retains ownership of the IP as it relates to the concept, which is why they're saying at the end of his contract, he gets to retain the concept and he gets to retain his name. They can do whatever they want to do. They can call it the arena. They can call it whatever. The question is, what is the language in Rashad's contract if there are no compete? So can Shad be on the new iteration of Gil's Arena and still be working for Underdog with this show for Skip? Can he? Oh my God, that's loud. Okay, I just realized my headphones weren't plugged all the way in. Goodness gracious. So I could actually hear that whole time. So yeah, I'm sorry, I was probably yelling. So yeah, oh my God. Oh. Hello, okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's what I think. That's what I think. Yeah, Kev, sometimes you got to troll back, man. Sometimes you got to troll back. Sometimes you got to troll back. Sometimes you got to troll back. Okay, Shaw's starting a show called the Scout Report. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Too strong. What happened? What happened? What happened? But yeah. Y'all stop being so emotional. That's my thing. Because that little devil be on my shoulder and it be like, hey, be a bully. Go in, get him. Because a person like me, I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna make you want to fight me. And I was at that point. I wanted to crash out because I'm like, I'm now I'm gonna come. Now we done went way too far and talk. We don't stop talking about fragrance because you acting like a female. Respectfully to all my ladies, you acting like a young female, and I don't respect that. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yo, I'm gonna talk about one more thing and then I'm gonna get up on out of here because it's 10:45. I don't know if y'all got y'all's, but I posted my video today. This beautiful bottle right here. Shout out to Ross, man. Shout out to Ross. Shout out to TLTG. Shout out to Zaharoff. This was dope. This is officially my first Zaharoff fragrance. My first Zaharoff fragrance. My blind buy at that. Blind buy at that. So where you want to grow, man. So where you want to grow, so where you want to go. Somebody said, I'm gonna read the comment. I told you, some of y'all I'm gonna make famous. I'm gonna read the comment. The comment was, I understood what they was trying to say, but it didn't land well. The comment was crazy. And I hope it's here because, all right. Somebody made a comment and they said, my only gripe with content creators dropping fragrances at designer and niche prices is not cool when most of the consumers are us viewers, but none ever offer the subs discounts or samples, knowing that if we didn't watch the videos, more than likely they wouldn't be dropping a fragrance. So basically, he expected. Now, I'm gonna give them the slightest grace that they don't know no better, and they don't understand how the industry works, because that comment made no sense whatsoever. If said company is charging, let's say they're already charging $145, $150 a bottle for their fragrances. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they charge a little bit more for their other creations. I think the Zed creators are a little bit cheaper. If you already charge $150 and you come to me wanting to do a collaboration, and the point of, and you already have success at the $150 level, but you know, if I do a collaboration with the creator, I'm gonna have even more success. Would it not be tomfoolery if I already got success at this level? If I'm already selling out at this level, why would I make the fragrance cheaper because I'm doing a collaboration with the creator? The only company that I've seen do that is Vivamore. That's the only company I've seen do that. When Kyle did his collab with Rayhan, he didn't drop the price. When he did it with Mason Asrar, he didn't drop the price. When they Fragrance Knowledge did his collab, did Martha, what? No, he didn't do Martha's Vineyard. He did, I think he did the Manhattan joint. When he did it with City Rhythm, he didn't drop the price. Red Adolescence fragrance is about to come out with Vivamore. I didn't see the price on it. I did put my email there so I can be notified when it becomes available, because I do want to cop it. They didn't drop the price. Daniel Renee's collaborations, they didn't drop the price. What? Again. So that's why I be like, some of y'all, but then you try to make yourself the victim. Because now it's like, well, you wouldn't be dropping a fragrance if it wasn't for me. And that's when it's like, okay, that's low because you think we don't know that. You can't put it back on the creator to make it seem like we don't understand that without you, none of this exists. So like anytime you see me hit a new milestone, I always thank two people. First person I always thank is God, and then I thank y'all. Cause you're the one who's subbing. You're the one who's hitting like. You're the one who's hitting follow. You're the one who's commenting. You're the one who's sharing. God just gave me a gift, a vision. I'm simply working it. But you're the one that's driving up this engagement, driving up this visibility. You're the reason that now my browse. So if you understand YouTube, browse is basically when your content shows up on the homepage. You're the reason that now browse has surpassed search on my channel. That's because of y'all. Yeah, I'm working hard, but there's a lot of people out here working hard, but you still got the click. You still got the watch. You still got the comment. You still got the like. You still got the hit subscribe. That's y'all. So don't think for 1 second that I'm oblivious to the fact that if I was to do a collaboration, if I was to start my own fragrance brand, that a huge chunk of that, I don't owe that to y'all. But never ever put yourself in the position to think you own me. Now they weren't talking about me, but I think that's why I be like, the space gets weird, because I be like, what are you talking about? And it's always people who have never done anything that want to tell people how to do their job. Again, but nonetheless, I'm done ranting for the night. Look, y'all, I love this. I'm a fan already of this. I'm a fan of the presentation. It is sold out. I have not smelt the OG. Listen, I found out, twist and pull that top off. You know what I'm saying? But if you have not watched the video and you get a chance, go watch the video. Hold on. Listen to this. Oh my God. It's the little things. Look, one more time. Man, ain't nothing like a click. Even when I got the joint, a person like me, if I was Ross, if I was a Haroff, I ain't gonna say it because that's an idea I have for myself. I already said it. I already said too much, but I'm gonna leave that be. But I like this. I like the approach. It is definitely pleasure over business. This is definitely get off of work, take the tie off, take the jacket off. Definitely sexy, definitely date night approved. It's gonna do wonderful in the fall and the winter, but you can definitely get away with it right now when it's cooler. And it straight sits closer to the skin, so it's gonna be very intimate. It's not weak though, so don't get it twisted. When you increase the oil concentration in a fragrance, sometimes that is really going to affect the projection. Higher oil content increases the longevity, and it amplifies some of the nuances there to bring them out a little bit more. But usually that means you got to dial back the projection, all right? Because you don't have enough carrier, you don't have enough captives, or you don't have enough, or the DPG alcohol or whatever the mix, I'm about to say mixatives. It's another word I'm looking for. It's not captives. But it kind of plays into like carrier oils, like even things with candles that affect heat throw. So, with candles, projections of fragrance is a heat throw to a candle. So there are certain elements that come together. That's why a lot of people put ambroxan in their fragrances, not just for the smell, because it helps boost, the performance. But when it's a lot of ambroxan, sometimes that can turn people off depending on how you feel about it. But, so very, very intimate. I love this. I picked the snot out of this fragrance. Yeah. Go watch the video if you haven't. I love the way the Lily of the Valley comes in, and it's not like crazy soapy, but as you're sitting there and you're living through it and it just comes in and it's like, ooh, that's a nice touch. That is a nice touch. When I was like, oh my God, like this is soapy. But don't skip paper. Skip paper, go right to skin. Skip paper, go right to skin. I love the blend of the Sashan, of the pepper, and then the iris that's there. This gave me, I'm gonna tell you 3 fragrances. And I have Sauvage Elixir over there on the bar. But, and then I don't know where my original bottle of Sauvage is, but I did mention that in the video. But I'm gonna tell you 3 fragrances, really 4, but 3 fragrances this really gave me an appreciation for. And I'm not saying this to compare them. So I want to be clear when I talk about fragrances, and I always try to make sure I give context when I say not in smell, not similar in smell, but in style. So if you have an appreciation for these style of fragrances, you're probably going to like this, because here's the thing, you can't smell what I'm smelling. So best way possible, I have to try to paint a picture for you to be able to grab hold of and understand. This, I did 2 that I did mention outside of Dior Sauvage were La Melle Parfum, as far as the iris in here. This is not an iris fragrance, in my opinion. I don't know why people consider it to be an iris fragrance. I consider this to be a cardamom fragrance, and it is, and then it is supported by the iris, the vanilla, the lavender. I love it. I stand by. This is what a man should smell like. This will always, I mean, now it goes down the number, you know, because Unseen is number one. Y'all, hold on real quick aside. Y'all see my bottle, right? I gotta replace it soon, dog. I gotta praise it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy another bottle, probably in the next couple of weeks or whatever. I'm gonna have to spend that money, dog, and that has not been decanted. That is all me. But it gave me such of an appreciation for this. The way the pepper is done, it gave me such an appreciation for this. Classic. Such an appreciation for this. And I don't know where I think my brother has my old bottle. But because I have a couple of, do I still have, as a matter of fact, how many of these? I knew the Spurs was gonna win. This series rigged, bro. It's going 7. It had to go 7. It gave me such an appreciation for this black tie. Hold on. How many more of these do I have? Black tie. I got 2 available. All right. It gave me, I have 2 more of these available. Brand new in the box. I have 2 more of these available. Hit the site. Hit the site. This gave me such an appreciation for this. Such an appreciation. People sleep on this. But if you like, well, I mean, it's sold out. So I don't know if you ever gonna be able to get your hands on it or whatnot. Y'all talk about Zaharoff all the time. Apparently we're still waiting on Dame to get his backup bottle of Seraphine Blue. So y'all know how that works better than I do, but I still do have, I got 2 brand new in the box bottles left of this. And then while I'm talking about that, but I think, and I'm not saying this because like me and Ross don't like, we know each other, but like we don't like talk like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say so where you want to grow, where you want to go, because I'm looking at doing some collaborations and different things. And so yeah, and then I got one more bottle of this Solar Blaze. So yeah, I got 2 bottles of that black tie and I got 1 bottle of this Solar Blaze left. And then I'm waiting on a restock for a bunch of stuff. But yeah, we're gonna, I'm gonna spend some more time with this. This is definitely coming with me on a couple of, more trips I got coming up. And it's smooth. It's smooth. This is smooth. This is smooth. Kev, yeah, I'm gonna hit you up because I do want to get my nose on Justin's fragrance. That is the one of the 2 that I definitely wanted to get more of, but yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. What's good? Look, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Chat GPT for combos any good? Dang, bro. Bro, the NBA was going to make sure that this series went 7 games. As far as I'm concerned, the Thunder were going to make sure that this game went 7 games. Fixative. Thank you, Larry. I couldn't think of that to save my life. I couldn't think of that to save my life. But all right. Bet. So let me get to the bottom. Well, I gotta peep the vid. You rocking with that new? Yeah. I'm a fan. Kicks, I know you was did you get it? Did you end up getting it? I remember when y'all was talking about it at first. 7 games, Seraphine blue for Dame, don't matter, Knicks in 5. TDM, thanks for putting me on to the oil later. Okay, bet. Nah, for sure. Knicks in 5. So yeah, man, that's been clutch. I'm happy with this. I am super happy with this. This also made me go pull this back out. Like, I love this Bourbon Street from Heads is my favorite fragrance from him, yo. It's just crazy work. All right. A couple of other things. Something else I can't seem to put down. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I do got to talk about this. If you do not have, all right, so y'all know it's new Marleys coming out. I should have those within a couple of days. So you got Botanica, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really. This is green. This is green. Yeah, we ain't gonna spray that right now. But the two is Aura and this Daydream. Hear me and hear me loud and clear. Yeah. Yeah. You can say Michael Malone is mid all you want to. Hey, call it what you want. It should be here tomorrow. Hey, bro, I hope yours sprayed because people are having issues. Yo, George and them shipped my joint out so fast. What's wrong with the sprayer? Mine sprayed fine. Terrell, yeah. That joint smells so good, yo. And the amber is weird on my skin. That's why I tell you I don't really care for like the Boss Bottle Absolute stuff or whatever. You got to watch the video. I went through this thing with the fine tooth comb. But Ricky made a comment. I don't see it. Got my nose on the new Aura today. It was rather disappointing on skin. Very like, oh, I can't say that. I can't. Swiss Arabian Muscat one. Yeah, I can't say that. I love it on my skin. Will, not y'all trying to call out. What's it, Dame? How many? He still ain't answered the question, Will. Answer the question. The other thing that I'm gonna tell y'all I'm really enjoying. It's a lot I'm really enjoying. I'm in a flow state of enjoying stuff right now. Contralto, I definitely talked about. That has been my go to bed scent. This solar, I encourage you, go sample this. This Ojar Solar Flare. Yo, the honeysuckle, crazy. But yo, can't get enough of your love, baby. Let me tell y'all something. This mug right here, bro, there are days I gotta put this on. But here's my question for you all. Are you taking this? For all of my clone people. And I know this is not necessarily a clone, but I can't help but ask this question. You rocking with the Essence of Casablanca? Or you rocking with Mahad Al-Dahab from Arabiat Prestige? Which one? Because I can't help but every time I wear this, I can't help but think about this. And this is that drunk lover's DNA. This has way more like florals than that. Or I have the OG, but let's keep it the clones. That Silky Woods DNA. I'm on a vanilla kick right now. And right now, them Jones is hitting. They hitting. I'm interested to know, to see what y'all think before I get up out of here. And then outside of that, I talked about the Yaman Leo's, the Black Dragon. Their version of Wulong Sha, very, very, very good. Now, one thing I will say, typically, if you can get Wulong Sha on discounters, sometimes it's better just to get the OG than to get the clone. But we're in the dead heat of spring, and Wulong Sha, you're gonna pay probably, unless you got a coupon, you're probably gonna pay like $150 for it. If you see it for like $125, snatch it. That's a good price. But we're in the season for Wulong Sha. That's why I always tell y'all, buy your fragrances out of season. So I would be buying fall and winter fragrances right now. Don't wait for it, especially if it's a clone fragrance. Get it, spray it, put it up, because you're not gonna wear it right now anyway. Oh, last two. This Cherry in the Woods. I was influenced by Mr. Uncommon Sense. Him, Dez. I don't know if Ali got this or not. They was trying to hype this up, saying it's better than French Defense. No, it's not. But I will say this. It's good. Simone, you need to buy this. Simone or Shea Butter, Lachey, y'all need to check this out. Cherry in the Woods. Cherry in the Woods. Matter of fact, shoot me a DM. I'll send y'all a decant. I'll send y'all a decant. I think y'all would love that. I really think y'all would love that. I think y'all would love that. I think y'all will love that. And last but not least, I've had this for a little while now, and I've been getting my wares in with it, and I'm loving it. Shout out, I don't know if y'all know him, Donald Hollowell. Donald Hollowell has his own fragrance line, his own let me say this correctly. Bespoke perfumery called Well Done. Ultra Luxe Extrait de Parfum. All right. So Bespoke Perfumery. Well Done Bespoke Perfumery. All right. And this one is called Eat Me. And this is what the bottle looks like. So you got a combination of kind of like that Louis Vuitton style bottle with the Australia bottom. When I tell you this is one of the most candied, seductive, tropical fragrances I have put my nose on. Like the name itself, Eat Me. It literally, when you smell this, is going to cause you to salivate. As far as tropical fragrances, now here's the only problem. I know that's going to be a problem for some of y'all. It's $265. It's $265. It's $265. I'm not here to say whether something is or it's not worth $265. But I don't think you'd be disappointed. I'll tell you what's in it. Starfruit, fig, guava, dragon fruit, pink pepper, cashmere woods, creamy musk, sandalwood, and amber sugar. I'm gonna say it again. Starfruit, fig, guava, dragon fruit, pink pepper, cashmere woods, creamy musk, sandalwood, and amber sugar. You really get the dragon fruit and the star fruit. Guava and fig brings this nice, very slight. It's there to give it some character, but it's not really present, or it's not front facing. It's more in the back. You guys know I talk about fragrances either in relation to food or like EQs, like how you would mix a song. So you know how some people say, can you bring the drums more forward or can you push into the back? Guava and fig, definitely, you know, you can have like a fig nectar, which is sweeter, or you can have a fig that's really like this green woody nuance. And then guava on my skin is always like, it goes green. It is like loud. It's very pervasive. So I feel like the fig here is really kind of keeping the guava grounded, but it's there, but it's kind of in the background. It's a BGV. It's in the background. It's well blended. But yo, it reminds me not from a smell standpoint, but from an approach standpoint. Stylistically, somewhere between Maybezou and House of Dastan. Yeah. Somewhere between Maybezou I'm gonna say it like this. Stylistically, I would put it between these two fragrances. So that's $265, $275. I think this is $275 or $295. Now the only thing is these 100 mils. This is a 50 ml, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is a 50. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's a 50 ml. So yeah, I am going to do a full review. I have worn it, at least 5 times now. So I'm pretty much at the point where I'm like, okay, I can really kind of talk about it. But smells good. I think that's just gonna be the only. That's now for those of you who don't care. You got money to spend. You looking for something, you know what I'm saying, that's not like everything else out there. I think it's definitely worth a shot. I don't know if he has samples of it. Let me see if I can find the information. Because I feel like you have to hit. I don't know if you have to contact him directly. Is there like a website information in here? And I don't know if y'all know Donald Hollowell or not, but you might have to reach out to him directly. Hold on. Well done bespoke perfumery. There might be a website. I'm gonna drop let me do this. Download Hollywood. Y'all might just have to hit Donald up on. Is he on IG? There are 2 new Hawasses? Rasasi Hawas Highness, Rasasi Hawas Overdose? Is this legit? Now available in the US. Wait, this is real? Did they finally do Altair? Why are there no notes? Y'all, hold on. Do y'all see this? Yo, do y'all see this? I was trying to get, hold on. Let me not do Donald like that. I was trying to get y'all information for Hollowell, but I'll have to find it later. Cause he reached out to me by email. Do any of y'all know him? So Robert Fleming. No, Terrell. Appreciate it, D-Web. I'm he reached out to me by email, and I don't want to necessarily put his email out there. How about this? I am gonna put it out there. Y'all just be respectful. Be respectful. Hold on. Be respectful. Copy. Here's the email address. Just act like you got some sense. Tell them you're interested in sending information. That's the email. He reached out to me by email. I don't see anything online though. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. He kind of bullied me. So I'm gonna show you because he got like a Google Doc. So I'm gonna show you this real quick, and then I'm gonna show you the whatchamacallit, because I'm like, yo, that's a Hawas. There are new Hawasses out. So this was the document, you know. These were the collections. So you can see like, okay, generational wealth. So you can see the prices. But this is a bespoke fragrance experience. So after reading through all of this, you know, the one that intrigued me the most was this right here, especially this time of the year. All right. I almost got this candy shop. So yeah, hit. There's the email address. Reach out to him. hit him up. I'm gonna show it one more time because there's not like a website. But yo, look at this right here. This is clearly their version of Altair. We could orange blossom, Gaiac wood, dry amber, vanilla, praline, ambergris. That's Altair. I mean, you can look at the color. And then the other one is, hold on. And then you got Highness. What the heck is this? Citrus, spicy, amber, rose, violet, jasmine, patchouli, vetiver, cedarwood. What is this? I know what that is, but what is this? I'm so over this, man. I don't know what this could be. This is desperation. Because the other, like Thunder was straight, the other two was flops. I don't know what they got going on. Well, I'm about to dedicate a Yap video to Rasasi. Stop. Y'all were on a generational run. And then it all went downhill. I don't know what they're doing. So if you got a problem with clones, I got one too. Tuxedo, maybe? Looking at that note breakdown. Citrus, spicy, amber, rose, violet, jasmine, patchouli, vetiver. Maybe. I'm gonna tell you what. Let's ask ChatGPT. Chat. I don't even see a Reddit post about this joint. Like, this just dropped like a couple of minutes. But you said Tuxedo. Castley? Nah, that can't be Castley. Chat, you being way too deep. That's definitely not Castley. Tuxedo makes more sense. Then again? Nah, because you can't have Castley without the ginger, bro. You need the ginger. Yeah, rose, violet, and jasmine. Yeah, that's probably Tuxedo. That's probably Tuxedo. I don't know where the Castley thing. If that smells like Castley, then they are the greatest musicians on earth. the magicians. But yeah, that's more tuxedo. Why? Now, I just said if you're gonna buy fall winter fragrances, buy them now. This is stupid. I ain't buying it, but I bet you I get it. We'll leave it at that. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. It's gonna be for content purposes. So I don't. Okay, let me take a dose of my own medicine. I tell y'all all the time. When you see one brand do something, you're gonna see the other 10 do something. But I do not understand why they are doing this now. Why? A Castley would have made more sense. Because there's really only one clone of Castley out there, and that's more of a twist. That's the Onyx Silver. It's kind of like Castley in imagination. So going after Castley would have been fine. Risasi, oh my God, what are y'all doing? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is stupid. Leighton. Nah. This ain't Leighton. This ain't Leighton. This is stupid. I'm over it. I'm going to sleep. This is dumb. The last Exotic was a terrible release. Lava Gold was pointless. Thunder is like, okay, y'all just want to ride the hype of Myself Absolute. I'm not mad at that. Didn't Ralph or somebody say they having family issues though? They family is split or something, right? They got issues. Like that's why they keep I got you, Shay. I got you. Yo. Nah, he ain't that smart. He ain't that smart. He ain't that smart. But that's nah. He ain't that smart. He think he that smart, but he not that smart. Terrell, and it is, but the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they send an email or something like that, I've been so tapped out. Like I've been so tapped out doing some other stuff, so I am not tapped in right now. Receive a complimentary refill, 100 ml of your choice with the purchase. Oh, I did see this. Yeah, I did see this. Receive a complimentary refill on your choice. I'm not buying no bond retail though. I do want the Tuxedo Park. I want the Tuxedo Park in green. I should have went ahead and pulled the trigger on Greenpoint. The three I want are Good Oud, Greenpoint, and Tuxedo Park. Good Greenpoint, I had a chance to buy when it first hit discounters and I was occupied with other stuff. I think it was like, it had dropped down to like $265. That's when I should have pulled the trigger on it. As a matter of fact, what is it now? Bond number 9, Greenpoint. So Micro Perfumes has it for $333. Walmart has it for $310. Yeah, Joma. I remember when Joma got it, and I was like, doggone it. Why did I not jump on that at the time? And I think Fragrance Net had it too, but I think they were sold out. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Fragrance Net was. I think Fragrance Net and Joma were the two that had it at the time, and I was preoccupied. Yeah, but Greenpoint, Tuxedo Park, and Good Oud are the three that I want. All right, y'all. I'm tired. It's been a while since I've done this. But we did shoot. We right at 2 hours, man. First time catching it live after watching my Spurs put foot in built. Love your content. Appreciate your honest point. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You a lie and the truth ain't in you. I'm tapped out. All right. Hey. Pleasure over business though. This might be a layer though. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, y'all. I think that's it. Be on the lookout for Fat Boy Friday tomorrow. And yeah, we out of here. So the goal, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I plan to be back Monday. I plan to be back Monday. I plan to be back Monday. Nah, Simone, I gave up. Oh, yo, a fragrance y'all need to get your nose on. Coach Pure Platinum Parfum. It's the best one. And don't go by which one is this? On New York Time, please do not go by this. This is trash. This is terrible. Don't go by this. Please. If you want a cheap, that's Lafayette Street. If you want a cheap plate on a Ventus, go get that. Hey, I appreciate that, Daniel. Go get that right there. That Boo Jeremy Emperor. I think it's like $27. I ordered like 5 of these. I got 3. I got 2 more. Shit, I think I ordered 6. Get that. This right here, trash. Terrible. I got 2 more of these I gotta open. But I don't believe the hype. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Y'all be easy, man. I appreciate it. Good night. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I plan to be back Monday, but we will see. So yeah. Matter of fact, let's go out on a classic.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book.
Hey,
a reading.
I ain't hating on New York, but this ain't it.
I can go anywhere. Friends to know. Ways to grow. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Fragrance Net. Fragrance Net. Fragrance Net is where you get all the Boo Jeremys from. I'm still trying to get some other ones, but yeah. All right, y'all be easy. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.